Hello and welcome to day 5 of Skincare Week. Today we are going to be talking about the Beauty Agave Lip Balm. I have put off trying this even though I've heard so many raves about it because I just put on Vaseline on my lips if they're feeling super dry and I want something to hold the moisture in overnight. For the price, do these really do that much better? That's what we're going to talk about today. I mean, it's going to be a review of this product, but that's in my mind what I was comparing it against. I have been using these for over a month now. You can see I have 2 here. It was part of the holiday trio. So we are going to talk a little bit about Bite Beauty because I have never done a video on Bite Beauty on my channel. We're going to talk about specifically this product and then I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it. For all of that, there will be timestamps down below. Bite Beauty is a Canadian brand. Woohoo! Founded in Toronto. Woohoo! And I thought I would tell you maybe a little bit of background on the founder, something a little more interesting than just company information. Bite Beauty is all about the lips. I feel like we all know that. But Bite Beauty was founded in 2011 by Suzanne Langmuir. Sephora has always exclusively carried Bite, and in fact, when she was developing it, she was working with Sephora on it. And it was bought by Kendo, which is a group owned by the LVMH group in 2015, although Suzanne remains involved in it. Her background in beauty was that she was working in product development for other companies. So she was traveling and sourcing ingredients and working with natural and organic products. So she has sort of a serial entrepreneur background. Apparently about 20 years ago, she came out with an organic face oil thinking this is awesome, everyone's going to love it, and the market just wasn't ready for it yet. That probably sounds strange now when we're all about facial oils, but at the time, the idea of putting oil on your face just didn't appeal to people, and unfortunately that didn't catch on and go anywhere. She then launched a fragrance store in Toronto, and you know, this happens sometimes when you're an entrepreneur. You just have bad luck. The day that her store opened or the night before, there was a sewage leak in the basement of the building that she was renting. You're a fragrance store and it smells like sewage. And her landlord refused to fix the problem and the store didn't last there. I think she said she ended up being able to move it to a different location, but just had all kinds of issues with it. She had another natural brand and just found that people weren't responding very well to natural products. I think the problem is that so many things are labeled natural. There's so much out in that space right now that it doesn't really resonate with people. I think she said she had patented the tagline, "Plants, not petroleum," but it wasn't resonating. So when she went to begin Bite Beauty, originally it was going to be called Bite Me. She did work with Sephora, they refined her ideas, but instead now of it being called natural, you'll notice that Bite talks a lot about all of their ingredients and products being edible. It just takes a slightly different slant at the look that they are organic, natural ingredients that don't have anything in it you need to be worried about ingesting. They are edible, but it just comes at it in a different way. And she says she tries to stay away from anything that is too granola-y. She's just seen a lot of brands that tend to fail when they make that sort of what they're presenting as a brand. They do formulate and make all of their products in Toronto, and I actually have been into one of the Bite labs there where you can go and like formulate your own lipsticks and things like that. It's pretty pricey to do. I haven't done it yet, but it seems like it would be a fun thing to do with a group of folks to go and do for the day as an activity. But yeah, I mean, I have not tried a lot of, I think this is the first, this is the first Bite product I have tried. I did go in October and get my little Sephora birthday gift, which I got the Bite trio for, or was it a trio? Yes. I just haven't had a chance to play around with that too much yet, but I'm really looking forward to it. So a regular sized agave lip mask is going to be 15 grams and will cost you $30 Canadian. I bought the little trio. I don't have just the regular one here. I've been using the maple and the candy cane. I'm actually going to give the other one as a little stocking stuffer to somebody because I didn't feel that I needed to use all of them. Each of these is 5 grams, so 3 containers altogether add up to a full size, but this little trio is $20, so kind of a good deal to get it for like 2/3 the price, and you get different, flavors to play around with. It is described as an intensive lip recovery mask with lanolin and organic agave nectar for intense hydration and shine day or night. Additionally, it also has jojoba oil in it, and it talks about the ingredients being nourishing and creating a protective barrier. Now they do have these not only in the Christmas one that has the different flavors to it, but also in different tints so that you can use it during the day. This one that I have on right now has a little bit of a pink tint to it. It is the candy cane one. So these also have a little bit of a tint. They're very sheer, so you're really not going to get a lot of color from them. It's more about what it's doing for your lips. It does say, like all Bite Beauty products, Agave Lip Mask is handmade with natural and organic ingredients in the Bite facility in Toronto. With regular use, succulent lips are yours, making it easy to make this mask a regular in your #everyday agave lip routine. Bite Beauty does not contain parabens, phthalates, or sulfates. Bite is cruelty-free and Leaping Bunny certified. Now this product is not vegan. It does contain beeswax in it. That's part, I think, of what helps create the barrier and the texture of it. So it is cruelty-free, but not vegan. In looking at the ingredient list of this, while they do specifically talk about the agave nectar, lanolin, and jojoba oil as being the helpful ingredients in this, if you look at the ingredient list, it actually is quite good. So in addition, they also have castor seed oil, the beeswax as I mentioned, olive oil, shea butter, honeysuckle extract, sunflower seed oil. So there's a lot of nourishing oils and ingredients in here. Basically what I have been doing with this is putting it on at night before I go to sleep. I will also put some of it on before I go and walk in the cold. It is getting quite cold here in Ottawa, and on days where there's like a cold wind blowing or just that real coldness that sucks all the moisture out of the air, it really does help to put this on as sort of a barrier to that cold. I have also found if you put a little bit of oil or something underneath before you put the agave lip mask treatment on for the night, that also really helps to moisturize as it seals the oil into your lips. Or if you have a lighter kind of lip balm or something, the agave can kind of hold it in and then, you know, keep it from moving during the night. I do find that when I wake up in the morning after putting this on, I can still feel it on my lips in the morning. Now, one of the reasons that I want to talk about this versus Vaseline was some of you may have seen my review before of the Glossier Balm.com. And that product, the #1 ingredient in it is petroleum, and Vaseline is just petroleum jelly. One of the things about petroleum that I understand, again, not a scientist, but what I understand is that it itself is not moisturizing, but it does help create a barrier to hold in any moisture that you've applied on your skin or that is in your skin. So, you know, if you're doing a lip treatment at night, you could put a little bit of oil on your lips or a bit of lip balm and then put some Vaseline over it, and it will help ensure that it sort of stays there on your lips and the moisture sinks into your lips rather than evaporating into the air. I try not to go into reviews with a bias in any way. I mean, I thought these were going to be fun for like the smells of them, the flavors of them, and that I was going to go, yeah, you can just use Vaseline. It is not the same. These have something special about them that is better than Vaseline as a treatment for your lips. As I said about the ingredients, there isn't petroleum jelly in here. It's not made from that. It's made from oils. It's made from lanolin. It's made from things that really nourish your lips, provide hydration to them, while at the same time also creating a barrier that will keep that hydration sort of pushed into your skin rather than evaporating into the air. I was really surprised by the texture of it. Vaseline is obviously very slippery and slidey. That's kind of what petroleum jelly feels like. This has a thickness to it where it stays where you put it. I mean, you take this out of here. Let's see if I can get you to focus on my hands, camera. And it is thick. Let's put a little more on. You can't have too much. I mean, you can have too much. At a certain point, it's not in contact with your lips anymore. It's just too thick. I do find that I don't need a huge amount of this. Like that amount that I put out was way more than what I actually would use when I was doing this, because I would usually just put it on over the driest parts of my lips, which is sort of that inner rim, and then, you know, smack it between my lips, and that gives me as much coverage as I need, or the mask that I need for the evening. I do have a couple of things that I see as drawbacks to this. Let me talk a little bit about the holiday trio here. I love the scents of these, especially the peppermint, candy cane I should say. I'm such a peppermint person. Like, in looking forward to Christmas, I'm like, please let somebody give me a box of After Eights. I adore mint, peppermint, all of that. And as far as maple goes, I love actual maple syrup. I have made my own maple syrup, like tapping maple trees and like sitting all day boiling it down in the woods. I don't love artificial maple. I find that not to be very nice. So between the two of these, I much prefer the candy cane over the maple, but that's personal preference. What I wish, and I understand why it can't happen, I wish this wasn't the sweet taste to it. Now, agave and like the vanilla that's in the original, it does have a sweetness. That's not limited to just the holiday bundle. The original has a sweetness as well, as far as I understand. And while that doesn't matter at night because you're not moving around or anything, I would love to be able to use this more during the day, but in order to do that, I wish it didn't have the sweetness. During the day, if I'm sipping on coffee or talking, I tend to get little bits of it into my mouth, and I don't really love getting that sweet taste in my mouth during the day. Again, that's personal preference, but I would prefer if it had the lovely scent of peppermint and maple, but didn't actually have a sweet flavor. But I think the ingredients that are in it that make it so good give it that sweet flavor. So that's my only drawback for it, but otherwise I think this is fantastic. I can't believe it took me this long to try it. If you are interested in getting this, I would go get the holiday bundle because it is a steal of a deal, getting it for basically 30% off and getting a bit of variety to it. Being that it's the $20 instead of the $30. I feel like I've raved enough about this product, so I'm gonna leave it there. Once again, let me know what you think of this. Let me know down in the comments. Ring that bell if you have not for the last few days of skincare week. It will notify you when I post. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so, and I will see all of you, once you give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, let me squeeze that in here at the end. I will see all of you in my next video tomorrow. Bye.